Callie, you made us some excellent money over the winter with those transfer leagues, but we need more from you. There are much better margins to be made on individual fixed matches. Or better yet, you and your club can help us with our logistics operations.
Callie was stunned. Were they asking him to help them move product?
It's nice to see you've finally seen the light, my friend. Good luck, Calico.
Callie sat there open-mouthed. Calico? As always, if you have been enjoying the series, of course, up to this point, drop a like on the video. Massively helps out the channel and all that jazz as we get closer and closer to FN23. I'm sure a lot of you would have seen the feature video last night, so yeah, I'm curious to your thoughts on that, honestly. But today, our attention returns to the league. It's been a very weird season, really. From putting ourselves in such a great position at the very start of the year, to being in a position to literally go 6 points clear if we'd won those games in hand, which ironically we actually did. It was just all the other games that we screwed up. We find ourselves 5 points off the top with EFK, but just statistically, it doesn't feel like they're going to be able to keep that up for the rest of the season. And especially as today, they actually got away to Djurgården, which means if we were to get a victory against Degerfors in the derby, which you'd feel like we should be favourites to do, and they were to lose, we could cut that gap back down to just 2 points already. Now, of course, we've got a lot of Conference League qualifiers to get through today as well. Luckily, the first few rounds should be easy enough that we should be able to just rotate quite a lot for those games, so it shouldn't matter too much, and we should hopefully be able to get the likes of Noj and the guys firing more heavily in the league. He has still been good this season, 10 and 15 so far, but it's not the kind of prolific striking that we were seeing out of him last year, and we really do need to pick that up a little bit from him over the second half of the season, because he's so damn important that when we get those chances, he is able to take them. A few little injuries and knocks that will obviously need to be assessed. I've set the squad up for the Europa Conference League as well, which is it's not too bad. We pretty much registered virtually everyone I wanted to, which is the main thing, and a few players now counted as under 21 as well, like Dudau. So this system obviously cannot happen, so we'll have to bring young Dean in there. Darbo will drop out of the squad entirely, and I believe, oh god, hang on, let me just turn off this. This might require a half-fit Emil Zetterberg on the bench just so that we can actually fulfill the bench. So the defense has taken a slight hit here, but I do still think that Christensen, he's actually had a surprisingly good season this season. He defensively he's been solid, which is always helpful, but also he's been very good at actually getting some goals for us in really crucial moments. Right, actually one thing I was going to do as well is not start Mafla. I said I was going to drop him for a bit, and I am. Davison got a clean sheet last time out. I want to see if he can continue that today and just show some stability in the goal, really. It's all we need. Martin is dead on his feet, so it might honestly have to be, as much as I hate to say it, it might have to be a Varga Noj front line with that sort of assessment. I will put Martin on the bench so we can bring him on. We really do need to get our heads down, because there is a chance that this could be the final season of the save, and I really don't want to go out here having probably should have won this title and last time, and I don't want to be regretting that we didn't get this title in Sweden, because I feel like we're perfectly set up to do so. Should hopefully help us. We've got a very good home record so far this season. We've only lost one game this year, so I can't really be too complaining about the way. I mean, to only lose one of your first 15 league matches is pretty damn solid. There's just been a few games in there that I feel like we should have done better in, really. Hammarby, like, we have lost the only game I feel like we deserve to lose. It's just there's a few games that perhaps we could have won that have turned into draws and just slightly poorer results than perhaps would be necessary, but we will see. Christensen bringing it down the left-hand side. As I said, I really have enjoyed his work this season. Lovely patient build-up for us so far, which is nice. Young Dean. Oh, lovely play. Varga, that was sumptuous football from us there, and it didn't quite lead to a goal, but again, really nice football. Makalele and Die. Oh, it's so tight. There needs to be a good pass on here. Someone could find that little incisive ball, and there it is. Noj! Oh, it's gorgeous. It's a Rebru 1, Degerfors 0, and Noj, doesn't matter where he plays, he can find the back of the net, and that is a very deserved opening goal for us. Great football on the edge. And Die's there. Noj turn inside to maybe have the shot. Oh, wow, he actually did shoot. Brave. I think what I've seen in the first 25 minutes here is just exactly what I like out of this team, when they're just in total control of the match, creating chances left and right, and Die for 2, and it's over the crossbar though. But we are leading, and that's the key thing. We're controlling the game. Also, Djurgården beating EFK, so at the moment, the gap at the top would be back down to 2 points, and well, they would have to know we're coming for him at that point. Varga slotted in behind. He'll have to get the shot away from here, and he gets the shot in, but it is going to be a corner. Well, I mean, a pretty stale first half for the most part. We've definitely been inching our way towards creating chances, and I've definitely had a few, and are on the better side. But most importantly, again, keeping things extremely tight defensively. Christensen has been utterly brilliant again. I really like him as a signing. Davison's handled the 2 shots that he's had to handle relatively easily. I mean, they've not been tested. They're not particularly good quality chances. Then again, we've conceded much worse. Second goal here, and I'd be feeling a lot better. Oh, what? Oh my lord. What a piece of play that was from Kyriakou to stumble through challenges and find the pass. Young Dean again. Here we go. Start the motions going. Noddy! Oh, it's a good stop again. Again, lots of runners this time. One of them is Varga. He's through. Gets a great first touch. It's at the bar this time. He's offside anyway, but lordy lord. And Die on the ball again. Pops another one through for Varga. He's got the defender near him. He probably won't be able to do much with that, but he's had a shot anyway, and I guess a shot's a shot, right? Sierra to Varga. Lovely run through. And Die's, oh, nearly in, but Kyriakou's got space. Lots of space, in fact. Just needs to find the right ball, blocked, and cleared away. Usage to take this potentially. He's gone for goal. Oh, he's off the bar. Wow. Oh, he's gone... No way. Holy shit. I thought it was going to flick over the keeper. Still feel like there's something coming on the end of this, and I'm a bit concerned. Oh, that's nice. Lovely build-up. Lovely build-up. Varga's broken the back line. Can he finish it off with the second goal here? Varga has missed the target there, and that should have been 2, surely. Makalele. Back post. Oh, it's flicked, and it's in. It's Samir Usage. Of all those things, that's the one that gets us the second goal, but we do now have a second goal. Usage, a lovely cross from Makalele. Usage with the header. 2-0, game over. This has been a really pleasing performance. Like, genuinely fantastic. Orebru 2, Degerforge 0. Exactly what we needed from this, although there could be more. As Lindstrom's bursting behind, could he score another one? He has, and I think that's actually onside. It's 3-0 to Orebru on the bro. It's not, it's offside, but wait. Yeah, no, it is offside. Okay, let's just see how close this was. Honestly, I think Varga could have kept going. Yeah, he is offside. It was 2-on-1. Varga could have just kept on trucking there, but never mind. Lindstrom's gonna... At least he finished it. But there you go. I mean, that's just comfortable as you like. Davidson, though, made 5 saves. Admittedly, not high-quality shots, but he still had to make them. His distribution was very solid. It's another clean sheet. The defense looked really good. Christensen looked fantastic. We created enough opportunities, and we actually took them today, even though there were a few little dodgy misses in there still. It's another 2-0 victory. Very, very important. This is better. More momentum like this, and obviously Davidson's keeping his spot. Very happy with that, especially as... Oh, Hammarby lost! I didn't even notice that. Hammarby lost at home against BK Häcken. That is very good news. So now, not only do we move into second spot, but we go above Hammarby by 2 points and cut the gap back down to 2 points to EFK. And all of a sudden, this title race is looking far more on than it was before. And it really is looking like the top 4 are completely cut adrift of everybody else. Västerås are just not the side they were last season. Not that they were even the side they were last season for the most part. But there you go. Okay, that's really, really good start for us. We just need to get the hammer down now and start putting some wins down on the board, because I feel like this is our title to win, and I want to bloody win it. Baka fires one over the top for Dudau. It's a great first touch just to take that into his stride. Now he has to find a partner to actually find the ball to someone here. It's Vaca on the edge of the box. Pings it! Oh, it's a great strike. Hugo Vaca has been a bit of a forgotten man at times this season. In today for our Europa Conference League game. And what a screamer that is from the Moo Man. Darbo pings another one out for Dudau. He's having a great time today. Loads of space on the pitch for him to find passes. Does exactly that. Vargas on the end of it, and it's 2-0. Okay, the rotated side are doing a fantastic job here in the Conference League, which is brilliant. So we can rotate them for the second leg too, hopefully. Amion's onto it, though. He's had a great time on the right-hand side. Falls it around the side for Lindstrom, and it's 3. 3 in the first half, right on the stroke of half-time. Game, set, match, Orebru. Exactly what we needed. Well done, lads. Vaca from a very good spot here. He could get this on target, and he does. It's another screamer from Vaca. 4-0. Beautiful free kick on the edge of the box. It was always going in, wasn't it? 4-0 victory. Vaca with a pair, Varga with one, Lindstrom with the other. They did have one quite good chance, admittedly, which forced a really good save out of Davidson. And it's nice to see him grab yet another clean sheet. That's 3 in a row for him. Now, obviously, it's a poor quality opposition, and his defense did well, but he's doing the simple things correctly, and that's all we can really ask for from him at this point. Got Martin in a good little run. He could find a different team. Mate, he has it. Sundai. He's through. It's a great... Oh, it's a good chance. Christians. Oh, not Christensen. It's Kiriakou on the rebound. It's 1-0 to Orebru. It's been a tight game again, much like the Degerforge match, but once again, we get that early lead. Great stuff. I mean, we've had some dodgy penalties go against us and for us this season. I think this probably just about evens it out. It's Kouassi from the spot. Can he make it 2? He does. It's Orebru 2, Helsingborg 0, and that's a very, very important goal, because it would temporarily, at the moment anyway, send us top of the league on goal difference. Fires it in there. Martin's actually there, and it's put over the line by well, who else but Thorir Christiansen. Probably one of my favourite players of this season is Christiansen. Another goal for him. 3-0. Kouassi very deep, but fires it over the top for Nodge. Oh, he's in behind. Right, come on. This is your chance. Get a little bit of an angle. Drops it home. Lovely work. Didn't even have to worry about taking it around the keeper. It's 4-0. Nodge again. This is more like it. We're fully fresh, and this is what we can do on our day. That, my friends, is more like it. Orebru 4, Helsingborg 0, but this is not the key thing about this. Obviously, their keeper had a bit of a poor day, although I don't really feel like he's done that badly. The key thing is, Helsingborg actually had shots in this game, and Davidson was actually able to make several saves and is now starting to really drag us up on the goalkeeping thing. That's 4 consecutive clean sheets for him. A genuinely good performance in goal from him today as well. There was one particularly good save in there too. And not only that, I think EFK lost. I think we might actually be clear at the top after just 2 league matches of today's video. Yep. Incredibly, despite Petter Breda, remember him getting sent off for Norrköping, formerly of Sunnigerskor, of course, they scored 2 goals late on to beat EFK. This is what I mean. I just don't think they're as good as the position was suggesting they were. Hammarby, though, coming up with a 4-0 victory as well. We move back to the top of the league. Our goal difference is massively flying up at the moment too. This is looking very, very tastily for us indeed, especially as Djurgården dropping more points as well. Gives us a 7-point gap to them. Bear in mind, if we do get through against Jim Kent, though, we will probably play Haugesund in the next round, and they are very good. They've been quite solid, like top 4 side in Norway, and you know how good Norway are, so that's going to be a real test. Varga into the channel here. He's got Dudau with some for support. Runners beyond, potentially. Oh, lovely stuff. Vaca, Lindstrom could spin and dink the goalkeeper. That is a lovely, lovely piece of football, and it is 5-0 on aggregate now. We want to make sure we get the win and the clean sheet here too, just to keep the momentum. Lindstrom, round the side, Kiriaku's broken through the back line. He's going to get a chance to shoot here, potentially. Goes round the goal. Oh, look at that. The composure from the wing-back of Kiriaku there, where we barely see that kind of composure out of our strikers. 2-0. As before, sweet as an up. 2-0 victory away from home. Again, Davidson did have an incredibly good... There was a save in here, this one here, that was genuinely a very, very good stop off of a one-on-one. And I just feel like we were conceding those types of goals before, and he's just come in, albeit against a weaker opposition again, and he's just putting down good performance, distributing the ball really, really well, and we got ourselves another victory. I think that's 5 clean sheets in a row for Davidson as well. How long he keeps that up, I don't know, but it's certainly helping us. I think it's just undeniable that it is helping us, and that's a good result. We're through to the next round. Obviously, it's going to be Haugesund, though, and that is going to be tough. We won't be able to rotate for those games, I don't suspect. Montero's ball in. What a save. What a save from Davidson there. That was outrageous. Fires it around the side. Vargas into the box. He's got support. He just has to find someone. Sierra. George. Back at... Oh, God, we're all over the shop here. Sierra. And it's Ndai. And it's 1-0 Rebrew finally after 81 minutes. And an unbelievable save at the other end for Robert Davidson from a set piece of all things. We lead away. Big, big goal. Yes. That is enormous. And yet again, there was two. One especially good save here, right before we scored our goal. I'm really liking his work in the goal. The thing is, right, we would have given up goals in previous matches. So this was one of those days, those textbook days that we've had where we just could not seem to score. We hit the post or bar, I think 4 times in this game. Finally did get our goal, of course. But in the past, I feel like this would have been 1-1 because we would have given up one of those goals. And Davidson has done it again. I'm in love with this man, honestly, at the moment. That's, I think, 6 consecutive clean sheets in all competitions and 4 in a row in the league for him now. And that has allowed so much progress for us. It's unbelievable. Obviously, he won't keep this up forever, but it's just so nice to have that rock of consistency and good distribution, saving things. You love to see it. And speaking of things you love to see. Oh, I didn't realize this. Wow. Okay, I wondered why we were slipping down the league for no reason. We have a game in hand. EFK just lost, I think. Yeah, at home against Elfsborg. We now go a point clear of EFK with a game in hand. Hammarby drew as well. We're a point clear of them with a game in hand. We've suddenly just turned things on at the perfect time of the season now to really put the hammer down and get ourselves going towards potentially a title, which is exactly what we needed at this point in the year. And EFK seemingly are starting to revert to their actual statistical side of things, whereas we are actually pulling ours back up, which is exactly what we wanted. Obviously on front of goal today, less so. Right, now it's Haugesund up next, which is going to be tough as hell, but we've just got to keep on pushing, my friends. Huge tackle on him, fails. Kiriaku, back inside. Oh, it's in! What the hell happened there? Arona Ndai has just scored another very important goal for us. Their keeper did not even move a muscle. Now, one thing, we are actually missing Noj for the next 5 to 6 weeks with a torn calf muscle, which is very, very bad, and Vargas not done well today, but we do lead. Backer again. Martin header. Oh, it's in the bottom corner. That is a massive goal. Haugesund 0, Örebro 2. Unfortunately, if we were to get through this round, we'd have to play bloody Valencia in the final round, and that's going to be super tough. We managed to do it. Just the one save necessary for Davidson. Again, it was a relatively strong one, needless to say, and that is now 7 clean sheets in a row with him in goal for us. Is he just like a cheat code? Really strong performance away from home at a very strong Haugesund side. Like, these guys have been second in the Norwegian league not that long ago, and, well, you know how strong that league actually is with some of the teams towards the top of that. So to get a 2-0 victory away from home without Isfan Noj as well is key. And we're going to be missing him for a while. And I do worry now that our league form could suffer terribly because Varga just does not seem quite on the pace. Hopefully getting a run of games in the team could help him, but I'm a bit concerned. Honestly, I'm very concerned about having Varga starting for us regularly now. It's going to be an issue, but we have to push and see what... Hopefully we can just keep the goals out the other end, eh? I thought he was going to shoot there. Jaferovic. Kouassi's been fouled in the box, and within a minute, we already have a penalty. That one actually did look like a foul. Sekou Kouassi. Can he put us an early lead? Yes, he can. Literally inside a minute, we have the lead here, and this is big as well, as we've got 2 really important home games here that could really stretch that lead. Oh my God, we've got a chance on the edge of the box here. This could actually be one of those for us. Kouassi! It's actually saved. Martin and Ndai. Oh, huge tackle from Traore, and that could be a red. It is. Jolfo Traore, straight red. We lead 1-0 with a red card on them as well. This is a big opportunity for us now to get another win. Kouassi goes for... That one goes in. What a strike from Kouassi. He missed one from the edge of the area earlier. The first one I've seen missed in ages. Great save from the keeper. 2-0 against 10 men. Come on. I mean, for real though. Our defensive displays as of late have been utterly outrageous. There was really very little at all for Davidson to do today. The 2 shots that he did have to save were not particularly big chances for them. But again, you know, we kept the situation the way it was. I kind of turned down the tempo massively in the second half. Unfortunately, the moment I made the 3rd sub, Kiriaku picked up a knock, so he'll probably miss the game midweek against Haugesund. However, Pablo Rodriguez is back fit, so he can step straight in. Varga did okay today up front. We managed to get through another game without Noj, and the more games we can get through without him until such time as yeah, we're getting back. If we can just keep winning, that's the main thing. That's also 8 clean sheets in a row. I can't believe we've kept 8 clean sheets in a row with Davison in goal. I'm curious to see how far he can take this. So we do stay top of the league. EFK won. A late goal for EFK keeps them in this, though. But you can see that gap, though, between everybody else. It's gone. Like, the top 3 have completely escaped now. It's a 7-point gap or an 8-point gap to us. We've still got that game in hand as well, which could send us to a 4-point lead. Our next game is against Sundsvall at home, which for me has to be another win and gets to 47 points at the 20-match period, which is, for me, title-winning form, and we just need to keep this up now. I'm excited. Rodriguez to Varga. Sits around the cipher and die. Good first touch. Can he smash it? He can. It's 3. 3-0 on the tie, and it looks like we are in a very good spot to be going through to face Valencia, but that is going to be so tough. Well, that was a very, very dull game. And Dye's goal, really the only highlight of the entire match for that matter, honestly, but still, a few saves were needed to be made by Davison, and yet again, he does keep a clean sheet. Is that 9 now in a row? I don't know what to tell you about this guy. He's just making the saves, and it's been fantastic. We are through to the next round of the Conference League. 9 consecutive clean sheets. We've got Sundsvall at home up next, then a cup game against the lower league side, and then it's EFK. Which will be the final live comp. We could go. I want to see if we can keep a clean sheet all the way up to that game against EFK and just see how long we can keep this streak going for. Because if we don't concede a goal, we can't lose. It's the dream. Oh, Kouassi could bend this. Oh, my lord. I've just run out of words for Kouassi lately. He has been on fire with just all of... He's been running our team, basically, from midfield. It's 1-0 Rebru. Oh, no. Sierra's been sent off after 30 minutes. This could be where the clean sheet streak comes to an end, I suspect. Varga. We've had the ball for about 9 hours, it seems. Kouassi's through again. Oh my goodness, what a strike. The 10 men take a 2-goal advantage. Literally, I've turned the tempo right down. We're just sat there with the ball on our backline being like, you want it? Come and get it then. We don't need to push you. It's 2-0. Hammer. The pressure's starting to mount a little bit more now. Orberg's in. Good defending, no? Oh, that's so unfortunate. The defender and the goalkeeper, slight mix-up. Rikard Orberg finally breaks the clean sheet record. I don't know. That was just a miscommunication, I think. Well, we get the result, and that's the most important factor, really. I mean, Davison didn't have the best game out there. He made a couple of good stops. Nothing he could... I mean, I think there was just a miscommunication between him and the fullback that allowed the goal to be conceded, but it is what it is. You know, I think... It'd be harsh for me to criticise him too much after the way he's played for us lately. The most important thing is we got the result thanks to, yet again, Sekou Kouassi. He is running this show since Varga just cannot score goals in this team, and Martin had a terrible time of it, but we do get the win, and that's the most important thing for us, especially as elsewhere it was Hammarby 1, EFK 0. So we're still stay a point clear at the top of the league, but we have a game in hand. But we now move 4 clear of EFK Göteborg with a game in hand. We came into today 5 points behind them. We're now 4 in front with a game in hand. I mean, how on earth things have flipped so much is incredible. But there you go. We've got Valencia midweek, though, and that's going to be crazy difficult. And I do expect that we may well get our first defeat of today, honestly, in there. And I just don't know if we're going to get through them. But after that, we have to play against EFK. And I honestly think if we beat EFK away from home, that would send us 7 clear of them with a game in hand and probably eliminate them from the title race, incredibly. Oh, hang on. 11 minutes in, and it looks like it could be a red card for Valencia. Miroslav Milojevic is gone. We have an enormous chance here, away in Spain, but against 10 men for the rest of this match. We have to take advantage of it. Slight problem, though. Both of our strikers are out injured, as Juan Martinez just racked one in off the crossbar. It doesn't matter because, yeah, basically, Varga and Noj are now out, and Varga's going to be out for 3 weeks. Kouassi fires a cross in, and it's flicked home at the back post by Thorir Christiansen. It's 2-0 up. We're taking... Wow, this is genuinely a very, very good result. That red card is going to be crucial. Kouassi hits another one in. Flicked on. Oh, it's in. It's in, and it's Juan Martin. We've had so many chances today, and we've had to rely on these, but it's 3-0 to us now. I don't know if we're still playing at the Mestalla, but needless to say, it's 3-0. What an absolutely remarkable result. Another clean sheet for us, which is important. That red card. I think this would have been a completely different game were it not for that early red. Scoring so quickly after that, too, but without both Varga and Noj in the squad at the moment, we're still getting results. That's absolutely crucial. We have managed to win every game so far today. Only 1 goal conceded, which was that one in the last match. I can't really fault the defence lately. They've been genuinely fantastic too. And Christensen just chipping in with goal after goal. We've got EFK up next though. The proper live comp today. That is huge. Right, let's push on. Quick little pit stop in the old XG stuff. I think it's always nice to check in and keep the progress going. You can see that again, we're dominating on the league in terms of chances created, at least anyway. Still underperforming it a little bit, which is kind of sucky, but we're slowly getting there. Certainly could be better, worse than Djurgården. Minus 12. That's incredible. Defensively though, spot on. Best as well in terms of the expected output, but also the fact that we're actually meeting it now. We've definitely brought that down, which is I think thanks to the likes of Davidson. Expected points were miles clear of everybody else, and that's with a game in hand as well, especially. So EFK is sort of reverting to type a little bit. Honestly, could be further down the league. We're in a great spot right now, and I'm genuinely so pleased for the guys. And on the goalkeeping thing, you can see that Davidson's still sort of sitting there. The thing is, he's going to take a lot. He won't creep up this particularly quickly on this axis, just because we don't concede that many shots or chances in general. But the point is, he's still outperforming Mafla, especially on the save percentage. That's the one thing that's really standing out to me, just how much more he's just saving things in general. Not just about the expected amount, but just the sheer number of actual saves by comparison. He's got 12 clean sheets in 14 matches. No, sorry, 10 clean sheets in 14 games. Mafla kept 4 in his 14 matches or something. So, yeah, but today it's massive. We're away at EFK. Hammarby are away at AIK. That's not going to be easy for them, but they've been in good form themselves. This is a real tough game. We've obviously got quite a heavy away run of matches towards the end of the season in this final 10. I think either 6 or 7, actually, could even be 7 of our final 10 games are away from home, so we do need to stick it there. But, you know, 47 points after 20 games is extremely good. That would put us close to a 70-point season, I would say, if we were to continue at this kind of rate. And I think 70 points would do us a pretty good job most seasons. As for who plays, this is where it gets slightly more difficult because of midweek matches. Luckily, we can rest, I think, against Valencia next time, genuinely. But it is still going to have to be Cisse and Martin through the middle, I think. But I think we are going to have to do that. Dudau will come back in. Mafla, my assistant is obsessed with Mafla. Take him away. Look, 6.98. 6.3. I mean, it's just, there's no comparison between their performances. Backline's a little bit worrying as well with Makalele, Hawkinson. Jaferovic at least is in there. I think I'll put Vaca on the bench. Actually, no, Amion. No, we'll keep Amion on the bench. I think he can do the job. Plus, he's versatile. If we needed to come in at right wing back, he could do it. He can play kind of any of these roles. But I don't think our striker, our out-and-out striker, has actually scored a goal since the last time Noj was in the team. And obviously, Varga's now out for a couple of weeks as well, which is not ideal. So the fact that we're even getting these wins on the board at the moment without those guys is genuinely impressive. Today, though, I feel like it's going to be a question of, can the defenders do the job? In fact, is Mabasso fit? Because I could probably put him in too. I think we've got to go for a stronger defense. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Even though they're a bit tired, I just really think we need a very strong defense today. And I think that's going to be how we're going to do this. We can rest these guys against Valencia, and then I can put Hawkinson on the bench instead of Makalele. Narrow system for them, of course. This means our wide players are going to be super important today. Thought we'd just stop in and actually have a little look at Robert Davidson's attributes. Hilariously, that he's actually declining, even though you can clearly see that he has certainly made an upward trajectory here, which is what I want to see. I don't know what's making him do so well. The aerial reach, I think, is definitely helping. But I don't know what Mafla's was like. I wonder what areas he has got that... Because his mentals are not any better. If anything, they're probably worse than Mafla's in some respects. I think we'll have a quick look at Dudau as well. He's actually had some really strong performances at times this year, especially in the Conference League. Like, really top performances from him. Sort of reminding me of why we bought him in the first place. I know he's been somewhat usurped by Sierra, but he's a very competent backup to have around. For me, it's about getting through this game. I think if we don't lose to this side away from home here, this is a really strong result. But obviously, if we were to go here and win... I think that would possibly even eliminate them from the title contention. We've won a lot of games in a row lately and only conceded once in that whole period. Can the defenders do it again today? We will see. Well, so far, this game has been dull as dishwater. There's just nothing of note to discuss at all. And oh, he could have shot there. Martin! Oh, Fissi manages to get the save, and that's literally the first actual opening of this match. We're keeping it tight and boring. Oh, no. Pablo's injured in the first half. Luckily, and this is why I'm very glad I put Amion on the bench, because he can cover that role, at least. Literally nothing's happened in this first half. We've probably been slightly the better side, but it's been a very poor quality game. Nobody really, other than Juan Martin and maybe Christiansen and Mabasso, have had any real impact on this one. Cisse's struggling, as I suspected he would do. But I think just keeping it tight and boring is actually good for us. The less that's happening, the better. I feel like we've got those players that could be differentials. We just want them to do something at the moment. Maybe we'll play for set pieces in the second half, try and steal it with a corner from Juan Martin or something. Young Dean. Here we go. Pops it up. Oh, Martin with the flick on. Whew, good. Actually, genuinely quite well read by the keeper there. We've seen nothing from EFK at all. I don't think they've had a single highlight that involved a shot for them in this entire match so far, which is good from a defensive standpoint, but we've not really done much ourselves. But at least it has been mostly us in the ascendancy. But obviously it only takes 1 second. As you've seen now, Jonsson's throw! And he's missed the target with it. That was the chance for them, honestly. This is where we have been vulnerable, but hopefully we should be able to handle it a bit better. Achiampong, ball in. Or not. I mean, this has just been an utterly shocking performance. And I think the problem is, the tiredness has definitely been a factor. Missing both of our strikers that would have actually had an impact in this game. That's the result. I mean, it's a dreadful game in general. I don't think either side honestly deserved to win this game. But we offered nothing in the whole second half. Just could not get anything going. It's just one of those days. Unfortunate, really. I think Davidson, I mean, he didn't have a lot to do, but he couldn't save that one. It wasn't great from him, though, admittedly. But I don't know, it's just one of those days where EFK just seem to just, this is what must be what they've been doing all season, just grabbing results like this in games where you're just like, how are they doing that? Just piss poor from us, really. But hey, we've had a good run. We've won every other game today, so we've pulled ourselves right back into this. We do still have the game in hand, which is something, I suppose. But when you're missing that many players against such a top side, it's just, what are we even supposed to do in that position? Luckily, Hammarby didn't win, and as a result, we actually do stay top of the league with our game in hand. So it could have been a lot better, though. That's the thing. We could be sat 3 points clear with the game in hand if we'd managed to pick up a miracle result here, and it does now bring this league a lot closer again, but I still feel EFK are going to fall off, and it really is between us and Hammarby over those final matches, and we've got some tough games to come, but we're still in the driving seat, and that's all I really wanted to be. I just didn't really want to lose this one, but it happens, right? It's just one of those things. I mean, this is not an easy finish to the season by any means, and I do wonder if we're going to have what it takes to get over the line with all the European stuff still floating about in there as well, but we're going to do our darndest, that is for sure, because I feel like we deserve a title. God damn it, we deserve a title. So, if you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, drop a like, that'd be spiffing. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I'll see you there too, and I'll see you soon. Hold your gun, capybara, bye-bye.